Welcome to Animal X. I've sent Daniel and Natalie to meet a couple of abductees. But how much validity is there in these accounts of alien abduction? I've sent Natalie to meet with Richard McNally, professor of psychology at Harvard University in Cambridge, Massachusetts.
Professor McNally, you've spoken to a number of people in your research that believe that they've been abducted by aliens. What are these people experiencing?
Well, when we ask individuals who believe they've been abducted by aliens, we ask, well, how did this all begin? And typically what they say is, I was lying in bed, usually on my back, a few hours before dawn, and I woke up. I could see my bedroom in the semi-darkness, and then I attempted to roll over, and I couldn't. I was completely paralyzed, terrified, unable to move. I was just lying there, they say. And then suddenly, they start to have electrical sensations coursing through their body. They start to hear buzzing sounds, lights flashing, and they sense a presence in the bedroom, that there's some sort of beings that have come into their bedroom. They often feel as if they're levitating. And then suddenly they will see what appear to be these alien beings hovering about their bed. Some period later, they will wake up. The sun is up. They have no idea what has happened. They may believe they have missing time, and they're absolutely terror-stricken with no idea what has occurred.
So all of these people are pretty much having the same experience, and they're having these experiences just as they wake up.
It's referred to as sleep paralysis, accompanied by hypnopompic, or upon awakening, hallucinations. What happens in these episodes is that when a person is asleep, when they're in rapid eye movement sleep, REM sleep, the stage of sleep when we do most of our dreaming, the dreamer is entirely paralyzed. Of course, he doesn't know that because he's dreaming, he's asleep, right? Now, when the person is in REM sleep, they're dreaming and they're completely paralyzed, but occasionally the person begins to awaken, coming out of the dream. They can move their eyes, but they're still fully paralyzed. And they realize that, in fact. This is a common experience. About 30% of the population will have had this episode every now and then, and about 5% will have it accompanied by the hypnopompic, upon awakening, hallucinations. Basically, dreaming with your eyes open. Usually lasts about 10 or 12 seconds, and then it fades.
So you believe these people are having false experiences of alien abduction because of sleep paralysis?
Well, we have this sleep paralysis. We have the hypnopompic hallucinations. And here are these two hypotheses. One is the one I just described. The second one is that, well, people are actually being abducted by space aliens. Now, you might say, okay, well, if an open-minded person might give equal weight to both of these, perhaps, but that would actually be inaccurate. Because if we were to credit the authenticity of the second hypothesis, that people are actually being abducted by space aliens and whisked through walls and taken up into spaceships and so forth, we would have to throw out an awful lot of science, physics, astronomy, chemistry, biology, in order to accommodate that hypothesis. On the other hand, the explanation that I provided regarding the sleep paralysis can provide a ready explanation for why someone would genuinely believe they've been abducted by aliens. We don't have to throw out everything we know about physics and astronomy to accommodate such a hypothesis. It fits in neatly with a large body of scientific research from multiple disciplines. So the two hypotheses, ours and the ones who are being advanced by people who believe they've actually been abducted, are not really on an equal footing, because you're going to have to throw out an awful lot of science to accommodate the true abduction account. So the experience is real. The explanation, I believe, is incorrect.
The professor's theory may poke some holes in the alien abduction phenomena. But according to Mary Rodwell, an alien abductee counselor, there's only one explanation.
Can you tell us about some of the experience people have had with reptilian beings?
It's quite interesting that there's an enormous number that do have encounters with what they believe are dinosaur, lizard-like reptilian beings, and it's again a global thing.